Shadow of the Tomb Raider. Is it worth a buy? Let's read the words of the developer. Experience Lara Croft's defining moment as she becomes the Tomb Raider. In Shadow of the Tomb Raider, Lara must master a deadly jungle, overcome terrifying tombs, and persevere through her darkest hour as she races to save the world from a Maya apocalypse. Lara will ultimately be forced into the Tomb Raider she is destined to be. So we have a new Tomb Raider, guys. I haven't been a fan of modern Tomb Raider games. The early ones were good. They kind of kept me intrigued. They had lots of good stuff to do in them. The later ones I've just found to be pretty lackluster. And sadly, this is another one that just feels like a soulless game. It's just kind of dead. It's like a dead game. It's just, I don't know what the hell. Anyway, let's get into it. First of all, the graphics look great. There's lots of graphical options as well on PC, lots of sound options as well on the PC, and best of all, the rebinds actually work in the game now, and that's fantastic. You can rebind all your keys to whatever you want, and it will even remember what you've rebound them to and put that up as a tooltip for you as you're actually playing through the game. Unfortunately, playing through the game isn't really that much fun. The story itself is very lackluster, very emo. Lara's a right emo, frickin' spoilt bitch, to be honest with you. But I actually got into the story initially. I was quite absorbed in it, but as the game went on and on and on, I was willing. I mean, after 10 hours, I was willing it to end. I was actually willing for the end, and thankfully, the end is not far after 10 hours. It's around about 13 to 15 hours if you go straight through for the main campaign. There are side quests and collectibles and shit like that. So if you want to do all that, you're looking at about 20 hours, which isn't a lot really for a £50 game or a £45 game, which is a bit shit, to be honest. But for me, it's the quality of the actual gameplay that really lets this game down for me. I mean, first of all, you've got lots of customization for the difficulty of the game. You've got easy, medium and hard on not only the combat but also the puzzles and the exploration, or the environment, I think it is. Basically what that means is when you are climbing around the place doing the little climby mini games, if you're on easy or medium, then there's been a painter and decorator out with these white gloss painting over everything that you can climb onto. So you can't really go wrong. If you play it on hard, there's no paint at all, and it's trial and error on what you actually can jump onto and what you can't. So you're probably going to die a lot figuring it out. So for me, I found it much easier to just put that onto medium, so you know where you're going and then just do it. Because to be honest with you guys, Lara Croft can fly. She can levitate. She just levitates, and that for me breaks immersion straight away. I'd rather they just didn't design such elaborate things for her to climb and just kept it into the more of the realms of realism than making these ridiculous, like, overhanging peaks that, you know, she couldn't really climb, and then just say, oh, f it, you know, she's got no ropes and all that. She's just gonna look. She's gonna leap up there from where she is, and it's just. It's bullshit. The combat is even worse, guys. Honestly, on hard, it's piss easy, guys. I mean, I went around a base. There was guys even had infrared sights around this base. This is one of the stealth missions in the game. And I just go from one to the other, pressing one key, J, which is my takedown button. You just hide up against a wall or in a bush, and when someone walks past you, press one key, and then Lara. Honestly, you can actually sit and play a game on an iPad or something, a mobile device, and then when a guard comes, oh, hang on, I've got to press J. Oh, there you go. Okay, next. Oh, I better go over here. Oh, there's a guy coming past. Oh, J. Oh, but I'll go over there now. Oh, there's a guy coming past. Press J. What's for tail of? Oh, hang on, I've got to press J. There's J. And that's it. That's that on hard. That's on hard. And on hard, apparently the enemy have great perception. They can sense you and see you. Do you know what it is, guys? You're in a bush, right, and an enemy will come over. So there might be 5 or 6 of them in this little area, and then you'll kill the guy who's closest. None of the others notice he's missing. Then you'll kill another guy, and then the other 4 don't notice that 2 of their friends have gone. Then you'll kill another guy, and then the 3 guys that are left don't notice that there's only 3 of them. Then you'll kill another guy, and the 2 guys that left don't know that there's like 4 guys f***ing missing. Then you'll kill the second off last one, and the last guy's walking around on his own going, yeah, Lara Croft's coming, you know. It's bullshit, but it's the immersion factor that just absolutely ruins this game for me. You've got little zones, right? Little zones. You might have a hunting zone where there's a few rabbits, a few
jaguars, a few birds, and a few other animals around there, and you can kill them. It's quite fun shooting them with a bow and arrow, skinning them, taking their pelts and whatnot. Then you'll have a stealth zone, like I've already mentioned. Then you might have a shooty zone. Then you'll have a climby zone, and then you'll have an underwater zone, which basically is diving under the water, hiding in the grass from the piranha fish and the electric eel or the conger eel or whatever the hell it is, hiding in the grass underwater. Hilarious. And then you'll swim through an underwater cavern. Then you'll start running out of oxygen, but then you'll see a hole, a little air pocket. So you come up with the air pocket. She has like an orgasm and she goes you know what I mean? Then you go back under, and then you'll swim a bit further. Then there'll be another air pocket, and you do the same. Then you'll come out the water. And guys, every single underwater scene is that. It's just, they might have slightly different surroundings, but that's it. When you've done one, you've done them all. Same with the hunting. When you've done one of the hunting areas, you've done all the hunting areas. Same with the stealth. When you've done one of the stealth areas, you've done all the stealth areas. Same with the climbing. When you've done one of the climbing areas, you've done all of them. It'll just be a mix between double jumping up white bits, leaping off a cliff, firing your grappling hook, or swinging from side to side and leaping across. It's all the same. And it's just all these little mini games, as I call them, are connected with a little linear tunnel that leads from one to the other. And then you'll find a little town, guys, a little tribe town that totally doesn't fit in. I mean, for one of the towns that I found, literally, I walked round a corner after having a huge firefight with marines and everything. There was hell on. And then I walked around the corner and there's this whole tribe sitting there, peaceful as anything, totally oblivious to everything that just happened behind a tree behind them. It's just unbelievable. It's almost like, guys, that they've just thrown all this together without any care in the world for immersion. Oh, it's a Lara Croft game. It's Tomb Raider. It'll fucking sell, man. Just a few climby things there. Doesn't matter if she levitates. F*** it. Who gives a f*** if she levitates? Just put the fuckers in stealth. Guy there, guy there, guy there, guy there. Have them walking around a little bit. A few boxes there. Some bottles for her to throw there. Something to distract there. A bush there. A bit mud there. Fucking done. Next. Move on. Climby stuff. Rock. Cliff face. Overhang. Something to jump on there. Put a bit of white fucking paint. Bish bash bosh. There you go. Jobs are good and jobs are fucking good. And guys, that's how this game feels. Honestly, guys, it's getting 9 out of 10s across the board. If it was called Betty Braithwaite's Peruvian fucking Adventures, it would be getting 4 or 5 out of 10, just because there are a few half-decent times you'll have. Like I had one where I was firing me bow and arrow at these tribesmen, were having a right old fight. That was quite fun, until I killed them all as they all tried to walk up the same fucking ladders, which was ridiculous. The story's lackluster, like I said. The swimming's boring, the hunting's alright, the stealth's piss easy, the climbing's hilarious, levitating, and you know what, but for the graphics you'd probably give it about 4 or 5 out of 10. But because it's Lara fucking Croft, because it's her, that immediately elevates it to 7 out of 10. Then it's only got to get a 3 more points to get a 10 out of 10. It didn't quite manage that across the board with everybody else. It only got 2 more extra points, and that's why everybody's giving it a fucking 9 out of 10. 9 out of 10 for this. 9 out of 10 for blind deaf fucking guards, thick as fucking pig shit, that don't even understand when fucking 4 of the men have just been fucking murdered in front of them. It's pathetic. The climbing shit, the swim, guys. This is just yet another soulless AAA £50 fucking game that's just average. It's not awful. I mean, there are some fun things to be done in here, but guys, this should be fucking brilliant. It's Lara Croft, it's Tomb Raider, it's 2018, we have 1080 graphics cards, i7s, you know, this should be fucking amazing. We have all this money that these fucking developers across the board are just getting off DLCs and different fucking pre-order packages. The money's rolling in. They can afford to pay anybody to make a fucking game, and this is what they've come up with. A big pile of fucking shit like this. Wait, it's not a big pile of shit. I just get angry because it should be better and it could be better, but they're not trying. They literally are not fucking trying. Do you know why they're not trying? Because why should they? When fucking reviewers are going to give this a 9 out of 10. 9 out of 10? That means it's almost perfect. Have you fucking... What the... Guys, I haven't even started on the puzzles yet. The puzzles, the mainstay of a Tomb Raider game. Do you know what, guys? Just look out for some rope wrapped round a fucking log. If you can find some rope wrapped round a fucking log, look for another piece of rope wrapped round a fucking log. stand next to one of the fuckers and fire your arrow. That's all you need to know about solving the fucking puzzles in this game, because pretty much all of them are the same, apart from a couple of jumpy wumpy ones where you have to follow the painter and decorator. It's a really sad state of affairs, this, because Lara Croft used to be one of the real heroines of video gaming. She was tough as old boots. She never used to flinch at anything. She was dual wielding akimbo pistols. She doesn't even have 2 fucking guns in this. She tells you everything that you have to do, holds your hand all the way through the game, cries her fucking eyes out at the slightest thing. She's just a pathetic old has-been that needs to hang up a bow and just off until some real good developers get a hold of her and reincarnate her to what she used to be, because 2018 Lara, nah, you're just pathetic.